Hey there! How's everyone doing? Spooky season is right around the corner. And while you might have killer holiday plans on Halloween, there's no reason you can't start celebrating the spookiest time today with a terrifying queer horror movie marathon. While queerness has always been inherent to the genre, heck, we invented it, it hasn't always been a welcoming place to out and proud queer characters, stories, and theme. Thankfully, that's been changing in recent years. In other words, it's a great time to be a queer horror fan. Not sure where to start? No worries. Here are a list of modern queer-inclusive horror films you can stream now. But first, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest contents.
Hypochondriac. When Will's mentally ill mother reemerges after a 10-year absence, it erodes the foundation of the world he has created and exposes his dark past. You can watch this on Tubi. Hugh's Era, the Bone Woman. Cursed by an evil spirit and expecting her first child, Valeria's plunged into a terrifying world where a group of witches are her only hope. Watch this on Shudder. I Saw the TV Glow. Teenager Owen is just trying to make it through life in the suburbs when his classmate introduces him to a mysterious late-night TV show, a vision of a supernatural world beneath their own. In the pale glow of the television, Owen's view of reality begins to crack. Watch this on VOD. Jagged Mind. When Billy starts dating a mysterious new girlfriend, she suffers blackouts and strange visions that feel like she's living the same moments of her life over and over. This movie is streaming on Hulu. When a group of rich 20-somethings plan a hurricane party at a remote family mansion, a party game goes awry in this fresh and funny look at backstabbing, fake friends, and one party gone very, very wrong. Where to watch this? Paramount+. Ganymede. After a small-town wrestling star develops a crush on an openly gay classmate, he is stalked by a grotesque creature that invades his thoughts as he navigates his feelings and struggles to live up to his legacy-obsessed family. Where to watch? VOD. Bad Girl Boogie. Years after Angel's mother was murdered in a killing spree by madmen wearing a mask cursed with hate, the deaths have started again. Now she must decide to live in fear or find the killer before he, or it, slaughters everyone she loves. Watch this on Prime Video. Knock at the Cabin. While vacationing at a remote cabin, a young girl and her parents are taken hostage by 4 armed strangers who demand that the family make an unthinkable choice to avert the apocalypse. With limited access to the outside world, the family must decide what they believe before all is lost. Watch this on Peacock. Bad Things. When a group of friends escape the city to spend the weekend in an abandoned hotel, a pervading eerie energy begins to illuminate the cracks in their little family unit. Ruthie Nod, Gail Rankin, inherits the hotel from her grandmother, and with bad childhood memories threatening to burst to the surface, Ruthie wants to sell the hotel and never return. But her partner Cal, Hari Neff, drags her there in the hopes of returning it to its former glory. They are joined by their amiable friend Maddie, Rod Pereira, and mysterious grifter Fran, Annabelle Dexter-Jones. As the friends dance, cook, flirt, and fight, they find themselves entwined in the hotel's seductive embrace and start doing bad things to each other. Watch this on Shudder. Swallowed. After a drug run goes bad, 2 friends must survive a nightmarish ordeal of drugs, bugs, and horrific intimacy in this backwoods body horror thriller. Where to watch this? Rent on Apple TV+ and Prime Video. Tormented by a hidden family curse, Heather lives in seclusion on the outskirts of a small town. When she falls for the rebellious Johnny, their connection threatens to unravel Heather's suppressed desires, tempting her to unleash the animal within. Watch this on Apple TV+. In this stunning horror romance, Maya, a has-been actress in Denmark, falls in love with Leah, a young Jewish academic visiting from the UK. When Leah suffers a mysterious seizure, Maya follows Leah back to London where she lives with her overbearing, secretive mother, Chana. There, Maya notices strange occurrences in the building and begins to suspect that Chana's secrets could be much darker than first anticipated. Where to watch? Shudder. Seed of Chucky. When it comes to the horror queer films, one can never forget about Chucky. Chucky and Tiffany are resurrected by their innocent gender-confused daughter, Glenda, and hit Hollywood, where a movie depicting the killer doll's murder spree is underway. Watch this on Fubo and Peacock. Birth, Rebirth. A morgue technician successfully reanimates the body of a little girl, but to keep her breathing, she will need to harvest biological materials from pregnant women. When the girl's mother, a nurse, discovers her baby alive, they enter into a deal that forces them both down a dark path of no return. Watch this rent on Apple TV Plus and Prime Video. The Gay Bed and Breakfast of Terror. A religious mother and daughter host 5 LGBT couples at their inn, but when guests go missing, the family's sinister motivation becomes apparent. Where to watch this? Tubi and Plex. High tension. Best friends Marie and Alexia decide to spend a quiet weekend at Alexia's parents' secluded farmhouse. But on the night of their arrival, the girls' idyllic getaway turns into an endless night of horror. Watch this on Tubi, Campy, Redbox, Pluto TV, Plex, and Roku. Jennifer's Body. A newly possessed high school cheerleader turns into a succubus who specializes in killing her male classmates. Can her best friend put an end to the horror? Watch this on Prime Video and Paramount Plus. B&B. Gay Londoners Mark and Fred plan a weekend getaway, but things turn deadly when they seek revenge against a hotel owner who turned them away. Watch this on Peacock and Tubi. All cheerleaders die. A rebel girl signs up a group of cheerleaders to help her take down the captain of their high school football team, but a supernatural turn of events thrusts the girls into a different battle. Watch this on Roku, Tubi and Plex. Lyle. Leah's grief over her toddler's death turns into paranoia when she begins to suspect her neighbors are part of a satanic cult. Watch this on Peacock. Rift. Two men's broken relationship is tested as they are haunted by a supernatural entity awakened by their grief. Watch this on AMC+, Roku, Vudu, Tubi, and Shudder. Thelma. A confused religious girl tries to deny her feelings for a female friend who's in love with her. This causes her suppressed subconsciously controlled psychokinetic powers to re-emerge with devastating results. Watch this on Hulu. Knife Heart. Paris, summer 1979. And French superstar Vanessa Paradis produces third-rate gay AV. When one of her actors is brutally murdered and is caught up in a strange investigation that turns her life upside down. An ultra-stylish and blood-soaked ode to 70s-era De Palma, Argento, and Friedkin, shot on 35mm and featuring a killer retro score from M83. Where to watch this? Shudder, Freevee, and Canopy. Let the Right One In. A 12-year-old boy befriends an eccentric neighbor girl whose recent appearance in town coincides with a rash of suspicious deaths in the Swedish supernatural thriller. Watch this on Prime Video and Hulu. A socially awkward veterinary assistant with a lazy eye and obsession with perfection descends into depravity after developing a crush on a boy with perfect hands. Where to watch this? Roku, Tubi, Redbox, Shudder, and Pluto TV. Death Drop Gorgeous. A dejected bartender and an aging drag queen fight to survive the eccentric and hostile nightlife of a corrupt city as a masked maniac slaughters young gay men and drains them of blood. Watch this on AMC+. Raw. A young woman, studying to be a vet, develops a craving for human flesh. This one is streaming on Netflix. All About Evil. A mousy woman inherits an old movie house and starts making a series of grisly shorts, but her fans do not realize that the murders in the films are all real. Watch this on Shudder and AMC+. Suspiria. A darkness swirls at the center of a world-renowned dance company, one that will engulf the artistic director, an ambitious young dancer, and a grieving psychotherapist. Some will succumb to the nightmare. Others will finally wake up. Watch this on Prime Video. Hellraiser. A take on Clive Barker's 1987 horror classic where a young woman struggling with addiction comes into possession of an ancient puzzle box, unaware that its purpose is to summon the Cenobites. Watch this on Hulu. The Perfection. When troubled musical prodigy Charlotte seeks out Elizabeth, the new star pupil of her former school, the encounter sends both musicians down a sinister path with shocking consequences. Watch this on Netflix. Bit. Laurel moves to LA and falls in with a gang of vampires. Not knowing if they want to kill her, befriend her, or turn her, she learns to understand the love and dangers of her new and first group of friends. Watch this on Prime Video. So Vam. Kurt is an outcast in a conservative town who dreams of moving to the city to be a famous drag queen. Kidnapped by a predatory old vampire, Kurt is rescued and resurrected by a gang of rebellious vamps who feed on bigots and abusers. As a vampire, he finally knows empowerment and belonging, but until Kurt faces the monster, he will never truly be free. Watch this on Shudder. Bloodthirsty. Gray is an indie singer who is having visions that she is a wolf. When she gets an invitation to work with notorious music producer Vaughn Daniels at his remote studio in the woods, she begins to find out who she really is. Watch this on Shudder. Fear Street Trilogy. A circle of teenage friends accidentally encounter the ancient evil responsible for a series of brutal murders that have plagued their town for over 300 years. Welcome to Shadyside. Watch this on Netflix. The Retreat. A lesbian couple with a rocky relationship goes to a pre-wedding retreat and ends up fighting for their lives when a group of militant serial killers tries to murder them. Watch this on Showtime and Paramount+. Titani. With a titanium plate surgically fused to her skull following a car crash as a child, car model Alexia embarks on a wild and ultimately unpredictable journey that questions our assumptions about family, identity, and love. Watch this on Hulu. Saint Maud. A pious nurse becomes dangerously obsessed with saving the soul of her dying patient. Watch this on Prime Video. Invited away on a hen's weekend, Sissy is stuck in a remote cabin with her high school bully and a taste for revenge. Cecilia, Sissy, and Emma were teenage BFFs who were going to grow old together and never let anything come between them. That is, until Emma's new friend Alex did just that. When Cecilia became the target of Alex's bullying, it forced Cecilia and Emma apart. 12 years later, Cecilia is a successful influencer living the dream, until she runs into Emma for the first time in over a decade and her world is turned upside down. Watch this on Shudder. Climax. French dancers gather in a remote, empty school building to rehearse on a wintry night. The all-night celebration morphs into a hallucinatory nightmare when they learn their sangria is laced with LSD. Watch this on Showtime and Roku.
If you want more videos like this, then check out these 2 videos, or you can check the description links and don't forget to subscribe Pride Reviews for more new weekly updates.